Welcome to your reading, Capricorn. We're going to be using the Time Oracle deck today and the tea leaf fortune cards. And then at the end, if it's your buzz, we are going to be looking at the mediumship training deck, if that is something you are into. So stick around. What I want to do with this round is actually get you to consider what it is that you want your new cycle to look like, because we're approaching the end of the year. And if whether or not you believe in the the calendar, the man-made calendar, or whatever, the point is that collectively there's a new beginning coming, right? And there'll be a lot of talk about a new cycle and a 9-year cycle, and I feel like the energy does permeate out because it is collectively the majority believe that that is the case, right? So I just want to kind of like look into that and be aware that that is the case. This reminds me of, it's upside down. This way, it looked like Australia, kind of interesting, but it is upside down. Oh no, it's not. It wasn't upside down. Interesting. Anyway, so that might be significant for somebody. Maybe a trip to Australia that's coming up. But anyway, let's have a look here. Oh gosh, these cards are going all over the show. Okay, Capricorn, let's have a look. One card for Capricorn, please. There it is. Thank you very much. So that's your future happenings. That's your pursuits to consider. And we're going to get some cards from the tea leaf fortune deck, which I just love. Cool, let's do the next half because they're so big. I want to. Okay. Oop. Let's have a look here. It's really interesting because they're a lot easier to shuffle than what I thought they would be. Okay, so let's just have a look here. Okay, so first up we have pursuits to consider. Capricorn, you possess discernment, a contemplative nature, and an inclination for introspection. The present moment is highly opportune for initiating any action. You might transform your social identity, strive to accomplish your tasks with method and precision, ensuring your access. Success. Oh my goodness gracious me. Knowledge communicates, but wisdom listens. Oh, I love that. Knowledge communicates, but wisdom listens. Knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. Jimi Hendrix. Oh, I really like that. Some of these cards have the most awesome sayings. I need to go through them and write them down for myself. Okay, so this is future happenings. You maintain a mindset characterized by purity and virtue. Your journey toward your goals persists. You exercise patience in your quest for position and status. Pending matters witness a surge in activity. Your professional prospects expand and your enthusiasm soars. You venture into taking risks. It always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela. Nice. Okay. So let's have a look at what else we have here for you in no particular order, really. Rat. Someone working against you behind your back. So just be mindful of that, right? Be very mindful of that. And what I want to say, Capricorn, is to go with your intuition regarding that, okay? Because we don't always have proof of these things, or we may not always know that that's actually what's happening, but in our gut we know, right? And this feels like spying of some sort, or someone watching and listening, and you don't know that they are, right? What was this? Knowledge speaks, but wisdom listens. Yeah, and this may be the thing. People may actually give themselves away just by speaking. And maybe it's a matter of letting people speak without actually engaging in the conversation, just letting them speak, because often when there's silence, people will speak, and people will tell you a lot if you just listen with an open mind. So rather than, asking questions, just let people speak, because a lot of people don't like silence, and they'll speak to fill it. Interesting messages. Bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Ooh la la. Nice. Very nice. I like that. Compliments from an admirer. And this could be someone who's working against you with this admirer, potentially. May not be. Could be someone who's jealous of you, or the other person who's admiring you. Egg. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Yeah, I feel like this may very well be in your career for sure, or an endeavor that you're embarking upon. I feel like there's a certain amount of progress potentially already made, or at least the plans of it have been made. And maybe this is what you're heading into this new cycle with, right? Of this is what I want it to look like. And I actually feel like it's going to be better than what you dreamed it would be. It's because what I'm seeing here is that there's this idea of building this nest and putting it here and putting it in this location and using these materials to build it, to ensure that it thrives and gets, whatever it needs to thrive. And what ends up happening is, what ends up being produced is a golden egg, not just any random standard egg. It's a golden egg. And so I feel like whatever it is that is being built and produced is going to be more successful than what you actually dreamed it could be. And there's an expectation of success, but it actually ends up taking a life of its own, in a sense. Okay, so wind chimes, peace and harmony. Yeah. Here's the thing, right? I love this. I love the wind chimes, actually, because with this, a couple of messages here is that the wind blows the old leaves of the tree, right? So there's things that fall away, and the chaos of the what is the word? In the chaos of the gale, what is not needed is taken. It's blown away. But what also happens in the chaos of the gale is that the wind chimes make the most beautiful music that potentially they've ever made. And so, yeah, what I'm getting with this is that for some of you, if there's a rat working behind your back and going against you, and you have this new admirer, right? This could be a relationship that's being birthed, okay? Or it could end up being a marriage and children are made from that, who knows? But anyway, this what can happen is that sometimes the interference doesn't actually realize that it's pushing something to happen that ends up being the most beautiful thing ever. And while the gale force winds may be a threat, or they may appear to bring some discord and disharmony and take away things that you may not want to see leave, at the end of the day, it leads to this peace and harmony that potentially was not expected. Okay, and there's a tune, there's a new tune to be played. Okay, beehive, good fortune, very nice. Oh, not beehive, beetle. Interesting. Beehive, that I said beehive. And okay. So on that, I feel like there's this working together, teamwork with people, right? And this could even be a family, a growing family. But the beetle has found the place where it's going to settle. And this may very well be what is coming for you. And this could be what you're considering even now as the end of the year approaches, is where are you going to settle? What do you want for the next cycle of your life, for the next 9 years? What do you want that to look like? Who do you want it to be with? Where do you want it to be? How do you want it to look? Okay? And there might be people working against you because it doesn't serve them for you to make that progress. But I feel like there's no doubt inside of you that you know what it is that you want, and you'll go after it anyway. Victory in some endeavor. Yes, absolutely. Look, this is in line with the egg, right? Abso-freaking-lutely. Victory. This could be an Aries that you're dealing with. And I say that because it reminds me of the Aries symbol. That may just be for some of you. I love that. I love that. I have nothing else to say about that but that. Flute. Disappointment in a friend or a lover. This could be this. It's like the flute. I see. Okay, so there may be someone that you were making music with. A polite way of putting it. And the instrument has been put down. And look at the flowers are even starting to droop, and they've become wilted, right? Look at this. These flowers are blooming and they're upright and they're thriving. And so this may be the end of an old relationship, and there is a new relationship that is going to come about for you. Okay, so this could either be an Aries that you've been dealing with in the past or coming into your life. Let me just check something here, because I actually just want to check when the year of the rat is. Okay, so the last year of the rat was 2020, and the next year is 2032. So that may or may not be significant to some of you, but the numbers 20 and 32 may be significant for you. But anyway, yeah. So let's carry on. Oops, sorry, wobbling away there. Weeping willow, family sorrow. Okay, so this could very well be friction within a family. There may be a loss in a family of some sort as well. This could be to do with a ending of a significant relationship in a family. But yeah, I want to get this card here. February. So something coming in February. Here's the wind again, right? Look at this. The wind blowing the chimes. This could even be an air sign that some of you are dealing with, or it could be an Aquarius or Aquarius. Aquarius or an Aquarius. It could be a Pisces too, but I feel... But the air is really sticking out to me. And the wind chimes, it's just taken me to the wind chimes of this gale blowing. So this could be when all this clearing out happens, or something significant happens around February. Okay, so let's have a look here. This, I want to say that this could be someone that you know is connected with February as well. Okay, so and hard work, achievement and success. Yeah, absolutely. And you know how hard work ants work, right? And this teamwork again, like coming back to the beehive. The beetle didn't even know that it was part of a beehive. But, you know, this hard work and this teamwork of building what it is that you want to build, but not just for the present, but for the future as well. And working with those who have the same dreams and aspirations as you do, that you're on the same page with, of what it is that you want in your life. And it may very well be that, you know, if this is a situation that you're currently in, that you is not, you know, you don't foresee that in the future, that you know from that what it is that you do want. And this is the thing with past relationships, past jobs, even past houses that we've lived in, areas, whatever. We generally move away from them because we want something different. And we understand then what we don't want. We also understand what did work for us. Like, for example, I've moved a lot of times in my life, a lot of times, like over 40 times in my life, right? And what I have learned from that is what actually works really well for me in a house and what doesn't. You know, for example, Venetian blinds, no thank you. No thank you. They are a pain in the butt to dust, to clean, everything. I would never have Venetian blinds again. Like those sorts of things, yeah. Lots of storage, all that kind of thing. So there's certain things that you learn, and that goes for anything in your life. You know what you enjoy doing for a job and what you don't enjoy doing. You know the type of relationship you want from it. You know that you might want to live in a warm climate or a cold climate or whatever. There's a lot to be learned. So take those things away with you and utilize those to create the life that you want. Okay. So Rose, romance is in the air. Love is in the air. So yeah, there you go. What more do you say about that? And the work that you put in is what can lead to that, because you will then actually be a match for what it is that you want. Okay. So be aware of that. The other thing I want to say about the rose is that even with romance, there are also those hard times, right? Because a rose has the thorns on the stalk, and you know that's representative of how life can be. Not everything is perfect, and if we accept that, then we can deal with those. But it's about getting on, making sure that you're on the right page for what it is that you want to create here. A younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. So this could be a relationship, and you know, if you're a man watching this, it could be a younger woman, but this may not be a relationship, right? Well, in the sense of a romantic relationship, or it could be, if you're a man, doesn't really matter. I feel like with that, this could be a younger child, but also, for some reason, I'm getting real estate with that. So this could be a deal in real estate. There could be a young man that you're dealing with who's a real estate agent. That may just be for some of you or one of you. But yeah, a younger man. So dealings with a younger man. Okay, so let's get to the mediumship side of things. And if you're into this, stick around and we'll see what it is that you can develop here. Okay, this could be a younger man who is born in February or who's an air sign. Nurturing thyself. Okay, so let's have a look here. Okay, so let's have a look. So I've got the writing here, but I have taken a picture of it so that I can read it for you. Honouring and taking care of your physical self should be a top priority when you're developing and using your mediumship abilities. Don't forget that you are the vessel for the reception and transmission of psychic energy. Nurturing yourself is not selfish, it is a necessity. Being a medium means living a life of service and giving to others. If you've chosen this card, then it's a timely reminder to ensure you don't forget yourself in the process. In this line of work, it's easy to forget to pay attention to your physical body, which can result in feeling tired, drained, or even moody. Remember that we're all made up of energy, and that energy is very precious and delicate and needs to be preserved and honoured. Today, schedule some time to stop doing anything psychic. That includes even talking about or reading anything related to it. Whether it's just for a day or a bit longer, it's important to get in the habit of taking time for yourself. It could be a massage, meditation, or a walk in nature, whatever works for you. The point is to allow your body, mind, and spirit to absorb positive and healthy energy so that when you have to return to helping others, you'll feel healthy, strong, and revitalized. Taking quality time to be with your loved ones, friends, and pets that are here is equally important. You're not a physical being and a spiritual being. You're a physical being and a spiritual being. Please honor both. Very nice. Oh, I like that. I actually really like that, and it's important to remember because I forget that too, right? It's like, yeah, also a physical being, yes. And I'm always saying you're not a physical being, you're a spiritual being, but that is just let me know that that's not necessarily the case. So yeah, learning all the time. Anyway, Capricorn, I shall leave that with you. Take care of your beautiful self. See you. Bye-bye.